Hi, I'm Lisa Ferrance. Yesterday, I had a fascinating consultation session with a very bright therapist who expressed concern about something that I think actually many therapists sometimes grapple with. And that had to do with the extent to which she felt comfortable reflecting back what she was seeing and hearing in the session with the client. And this therapist's particular concerns were that if she were to reflect back what she was hearing and what she was observing, that would somehow be experienced as either critical or judgmental or even shaming by the client. And I think it's really important to remember that when we reflect back what we see or what we hear, we're doing it within the context of a therapeutic relationship that is fundamentally unconditional and safe and non-judgmental. I think it's important that we think about ourselves as a loving mirror. And I actually think it's very important that when something is said or we observe some nonverbal communication on the part of the client, that we actually always pause the work and ask permission to reflect back what we are witnessing. I think that this communicates a sense of attunement that we have with our client. I think it lets the client know that we're concerned and that we care about what they're saying or the expression that we're suddenly noticing on their face. And I also think it goes a long way towards helping the client to have more self-awareness and more conscious mindfulness of what is happening for them in a therapy session. So don't be afraid to pause the work. And I actually use that word when I see something kind of go across the face of the client, or they say something that's particularly unusual or provocative or insightful. I'll say, let's pause for a second. Would it be okay if I reflect back what I just saw you do or what I heard you say? Or could I point out to you what I'm noticing happening on your body right now? Don't be afraid to do that, because I think that really says to the client that you are very present with them. And again, you have this genuine interest and concern about their process. What I think you'll discover is that when you do hold up that kind of loving mirror, a lot of the times clients are surprised. They're not consciously aware that they just made a fist, or that there's muscle tension and suddenly their shoulders are close to their ears, or they actually just said something that was either very self-compassionate or not compassionate at all. So we want to use those Gestalt moments in therapy to help our clients become more aware of the way they talk about themselves, the way that they make sense out of their experiences, and certainly what their bodies are communicating on kind of a meta-communication level. And the only way that that can really happen for clients is when we are willing to reflect back what we are witnessing in session. So don't be afraid to do that.